Come on, play my shit out. Welcome to another edition of Tell It How It Is, No Filter. I'm Voice of Reason, and glad you could join me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Voice of Reason NF on YouTube. That is YouTube. Like, share, comment. Hit the notification bell. So, fourth quarter, as I say, holiday season. I'll give a pleasant intro. This is the time of year that's kind of bipolar. Everyone who is doing better than others may be doing. You have a roof over your head. Whoever you're responsible for is good. And there's some kind of love in the air where you dwell. Being real, I'm choosy with my words. So for the people who are better off than most, this time of year should become closer with loved ones, celebrate with loved ones, indulge with loved ones, interact with loved ones. This time of year promotes that. But also people who are not doing too well in all aspects. This may trigger them. This time of year could trigger them. It may not be bright and joyful and jovial and copacetic for them. So this time of year is tricky. So I'm going to pray for everybody. Pray for the people who are doing well to continue to do well. However you celebrate, however you enjoy this time of year, I pray that you get it the same or even better. And for those who are that less fortunate, who are not in a good space right now, I pray for you even stronger to get out of the funk and get out of the dark. Love, appreciation, no stress, success, I feel should be an opportunity for all. So whatever's come across that has got you down on your luck, down in your dumps, I hope I can send energy away to get up out of it. You know, this time of year should motivate you in general, because if shit's not going your way and you're already, you know what I mean? Like there's no holiday plans. You don't really, not in the mood, or you don't really got it like that. The family you don't have, whatever the story is, this should motivate you for you now to do better or try to take a shot at something to be better and get your energy up. And then maybe life could change for you. Easier said than done, but take these times that may not be the most celebratory and say, this is where I'm going to level up at. Cool? At least I give you that gem. But everybody enjoy, again, the holidays however you choose to represent it. You know what I'm saying? Blessings, blessings. Okay. If women break the ice with a guy, first move, just know you're in a live interview. Fellas, you ever notice whatever atmosphere you in, we could say the workforce, whatever atmosphere you in with a young lady, do you notice, because mysterious, always say the more mysterious we are, the less chatty patty we are, it looks more attractive to women. So let's say you're in that zone, but you're in the space of a young lady and she just starts to question or make conversation. Sometimes it's the silliest ways to set it off. It's stuff that she already knows. But let's just say this is your situation, right? You go, wow, she's hitting on me or whatever, right? She's gathering her information. This is not a good or bad thing. This is not one to pick apart like that. Just know, fellas, you're in a live interview, meaning she is sizing you up, making her determinations and judgments and views of you and where she can fit you in her life, if at all. This is an open and shut thing. But it's cute, right? It's like, for once, we don't do the work. But then let's not get too distracted, fellas, because sometimes that's the scenario and now they don't get the interview. You kind of just going off fumes and energy that was dope, that you was approached. But, you know, that's the criticism we get today with men are not being men. Men are being more feminine. So now because we want to be approached, because we like you to break the ice, that doesn't make us feminine. That gives us the fucking day off from all of the first putting in work, all of the first move, all of the icebreakers where shit either went left or rejection. You know, we get beaten sometimes through what men have to do. We take a beating, and we're supposed to. So that's not feminine to want women to take the lead in the initiation. We're supposed to take the lead overall, but we don't mind you taking the lead to initiate and get this shit rolling. So, I mean, I've said that before, but just know, last time, guys, really listen to me here. If they do that, you're in a live interview. That's dope. That's a fact. Women's behavior should never bother men emotionally. If you understand female nature when it comes to men and how they view us, barely anyone cares unconditionally and no one owes you. Now, that's worldwide, but as far as, so whatever you see, and we get a little bit besides ourselves. So if we see an attractive lady, right, woman, and whatever setting that's in again, but you're able to like be around her enough to say whatever you've gathered, whether you're like, okay, she's attractive, I kind of like her, I want to talk to her, I want to see what's good, you know, she's hot right now. But you want to analyze how she moves first, let's say, before you bust a move. And however you see her moving, whatever she's doing in her phone, if she's fixing her hair, doing selfies, taking pictures on social media, posting, whatever she got going on in your presence. We don't know who cares what she does when she's not in front of you. But I don't really know that ties into this all the way. I'm just saying, like, whatever you're visualizing and seeing, you don't get emotional or beside yourself about it, because women are a certain way, and that's that. That kind of like got off track because I was doing more of a, if you were in front of her and before you approach, you're seeing things that might irritate you a little bit. Like she's always on her phone, she's taking a million selfies. But no, her behavior overall, meaning, let's fast forward and you get to interact with her and you exchange numbers or whatever. And now you're doing that stage of trying to get at her, see what's good. You know, your baby steps, your not baby steps, all the approaches once you have acquired a connection of some sort, right? And whatever she got going on, let's go back to that. Whether she's totally truthful about what she's got going on or not, you new here, buddy. She don't owe you. You might think she do. And the funny thing is they bait us into that type of thinking and vice versa. So when we deal with women, they do want to know what you got going on. And back to live interview, they will question a certain line of questioning to try to get that information. And that's in general. I'm not going to criticize any type of female, meaning like there's females who they really don't have anything going on, or they're not secretive about what they got going on, and they still want that approach and know what you got going on. And then there's the ones who they're a little mysterious about what they got. Do they live with a guy, but they're not with him, or they got a guy they're entertaining, but he's not enough, like whatever. You don't get those direct info a lot of the times. So that's what they saying. That's what we're saying here about don't get emotional if there's like certain shit that might not check out. There might be a little fishy, might be a little sus, or you're not getting a direct answer per se, or they go missing, or they don't respond right away. They have bugged out patterns because you could get a number today, you wait, right? Shout out Alpha Male Strategies. I just saw you. I'm gonna watch it. I saw a new link out. I don't know if there's been links out, and I just haven't seen it. But today I saw a link, but I didn't click on it. I'm gonna check you out. Yeah. So he used to say, I don't know if he still lives by this. You get a female's number, you don't really call right away. You might wait a day or two or whatever. You know, you don't just jump and get too excited like you're that available. I know that's kind of like playing mind games if you like somebody to get to it, but I'm just saying, I'm rambling on a little. You first interact, you get a phone number, you reach out. She responds in a timely manner, right? Now you're texting and talking for a few days. Sometimes the text, she responds hours later, maybe into the next, from daytime to nighttime, or she hits you first, then she don't. Then it's good energy in the convo. She's real chatty patty. You feel like she's confiding in you. She could come to you. She's opening up. Then the next time, not much to say. Don't really want to be bothered. If she's not totally transparent with what she got going on, that behavior is going to be weird for you. And what you going to do? You're going to just leave her be, see her when you see her, but you can't feel away. Shit, you can't feel away when they are transparent about what they got going on, which may justify the change in their moods and behavior. And you still got no legs to stand on because it's women. They have emotions. They do what they, today they have to be so independent. And there's a lot of women playing men role, especially with kids. If they're the single parent and they have custody, there are things today, survival and what we have to do out here that forces women this way. So when they being mysterious, I said that in another pod, that we supposed to be the mysterious ones, not them. But whatever they got going on, they choose or choose not to discuss with you. Yes, it's going to get tricky now when interacting with them because the less transparent they are, their behavior is not going to make sense. But you can question it, but you can't get beside yourself about it. They don't owe you. There's a lot of women today have a lot of download demands and a lot of the live interview, a lot of analytical, timely investigation or sizing up before you really get that part of them. So even if y'all have a pattern and y'all consistently interact and maybe hang out for such and such time, for months, 6 months, a year, whatever, and now y'all moving like it's something, but did she really finalize that she all the way fuck with you like that? And that will be able to tell with what you know about them. I know sometimes, women talk chatty, and you may think you don't want to hear all of this chatter all the time about what they got to say, but you need references and a live interview and info the same way they do. So you know what you're dealing with. So their behavior, you see if their behavior matches their words once they are being truthful and transparent with you. And that makes the ride smoother, whether you want to deal or not deal. But if they're not being totally truthful with you and vocal with how they are with certain shit and what they got going on, now when they do the behavior thing, you like, what the hell going on here? And it could be a cover up. We still got to keep one eye open like CBS, because a woman could get with you and be like, look, there's days I'm to myself, I don't want to be bothered, I don't be on my phone. And if she say that off rip and then exercise that, you be like, damn, she said it. So what can I really say? Even if it's bullshit, what can you really say? Because I honestly feel there's only women I'm going to bail out if they don't have social media. Or they have one platform, 2 or 3, where There's no real following there. They don't really post. It's real dry. Now, that's called research, and women do more of that than men do. I know your fellas are gonna sit here prideful and barbaric, like I don't check. I'm not checking on no chick, dummy. Yeah, but this will explain stuff. So if you find out her social media, you go on there. She got like 3 posts. The last post was like 7 months ago. It's not a lot of friends there, not a lot of followers. Now, if that type of female tells you she don't be on her phone, she sometimes step away from the device, she could still be full of shit. But I would believe her more if her shit is calm. If her shit is 3 times a week and Philippe's this and Chop House that, and that's cool. That person can't tell me, oh, there's days I don't be on my phone. I find that really hard to believe. They be like, yo, I just don't feel like being bothered. I guess that's cool too, but the more information you gather and know, and it's sad, but this is today, fellas. The more information, if you really like her, you really trying to pursue her, I'm not even going to size you up to what you really want from her. But if you like her enough to pursue whatever, it is important that you try to gather info. Match what she tells you with her behavior, because they damn sure do that with you. And they starting to do it better. And that same quiet shit that they said we always do, like if we find out something about the female that we didn't like and it kind of changes our direction of where we going with it, you get polite, you get silently curved. But niggas are still entertained to a certain point. Guys are entertained. Trying to refrain. We're going into a new year. This is not for kids. I always put not for kids when I'm uploading. So I don't have to really watch my mouth, tell it how it is, but I'm going to refrain from derogatory like niggas and shit like that. I'm trying. Work with me. We're going to get better in our vocab over here. So anyway, yeah, they do that for you for sure when they size you up. So I'm not saying to play tit for tat. It's not a bad strategy, honestly. They're actually giving you game low key. You know what I'm saying? So that's that with that. How cool is too cool with a female at this stage of your life if you're attracted to them? This kind of goes hand in hand. You can have, I say transparency is a big thing. So you can have this conversation where, look, trying to have fun with you. I'm not really trying to see where it go, just trying to have fun with you. Or I want to see where it go and I want to have fun with you. Whatever. I can't stress how vocal you have to be with that. You can't tread light with that. You can't speak in your undervoice. You got to really like strong arm that, because if you don't, you're going to be the cool guy, the friendly guy, friend zone guy forever. You may say, what's wrong with that? Cut it out. Why would I want to be? This is going to trigger a lot. So I'm sure under God's blue sky, every female feel they're attractive. They look good. Everybody for somebody. Who am I to say who's attractive and who's not, right? But why would I want to be super cool, newly cool? Like that's why it says the stage of your life with a female that I'm attracted to. Why would I want to be cool with her? And when I say cool, I don't mean light shit. Like, okay, you interact once in a hairy blue moon. Notice I said hairy blue moon. If you come across them, if something causes that interaction, you see them somewhere, you might, oh, yo, that was dope seeing you, la, 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 blah, 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 small talk. Maybe I'm just creating examples, but like to become this everyday new cool guy when you want more. It adds to the stress level, man. Because that's a trick. And sorry, ladies, let me call a spade a spade. You are going to be cool with whatever cool guy And the fucked up part is they can find you attractive. There's got to be things they do like about you, even for you to be the cool guy. You know, you can't be a total dud. So you may have something going on with your bad self, and they like it, but they're going to keep you very limited if you don't speak up. And they will run it and run it and run it. Listen, fellas, the game is the game. I told you in the beginning of this episode, if they break ice, it's a live interview, right? So I'm sorry, women, we're not going to do this with you. If you feeling the dude and you're able to bust a move, whatever that is, you know what to do and what to say to get that ball rolling. But if you see that you just want him to chase, you're not going to give him no lifeline. You're not going to give him no clue, no hint. And you let him hang himself and just be cool and be a buddy and be friendly when you know he got feelings for you. And you're like, well, and then he's hanging himself because you might have considered it, but how he moving and being too cool ass, you're like, well, guess he the homie. They adjust way better than we do, fellas, because let's say we got let's say it's vice versa. A woman is attracted to us and she just being too buddy with it. A guy might go, all right, speak up now, but we get judged because we get called easy or we get called horny, thinking with the wrong head. Because how long we gonna let a female do that shit? Boy, tomorrow we gonna start it. The week of Thanksgiving. A female, wherever, at work, on your commute, just start chatty pattying you out of nowhere. She broke the ice. She's doing the interview, correct? So you play dumb. All right. Yo, no doubt. Later. She aggressive. Good morning. Text. How you? However y'all interact. You like, yo, no doubt. What up? What up? How you? You joke, like, crack a little joke here and there. You keep it real calm. Even though she set it off. She like, really? And women, this is your easy gig right here. Even if you're doing this and you're not getting right away as results, he can't go as long as you would. He gonna eventually say something, hint something in the direction you want it to. And if he don't, then he not attracted to you. It don't take long or much. Not jealous of the fact that you got it easier, but you do. Because vice versa, the woman could be attracted to the guy. And if he play cool, she'll sit there and let him play cool till y'all motherfuckers are senior citizens. Yo, that's my guy. And you're like, I'm so miserable right here. Like, don't she know? She does know, fellas. Fellas, she know. Fellas, they have like the fucking spidey sense thing. Whether you act cool, whether you keep your distance on purpose, they watch and there'll be something they saw to know that you with it. You can't hide it unless you're just really genuinely not attracted to them. So the moral of this is, how cool is too cool? Any friggin' cool. If you got attractions for a woman, you speak it most urgently, abruptly, and ASAP. And if you speak it, she declines, and she wants to be cool after that decline. Ladies, I love y'all. He a damn fool to be a friend after that. I'm sorry. He's just going to torture himself. Because, we are loved challenges. So you're going to shut him down. He's going to be like, okay, maybe not this year. Maybe not next year. And you sitting here taking whatever, like, yo, he a cool dude though. Yo, you can come over, change my tire. I'm creating shit. Not everybody's going to do this. How do you do the jumper cables? Like, and these are cool things. There's nothing wrong with helping. But I'm telling you, lay down law first. They decline, the ball is in your court if you want to still be cool or not. But if you don't say shit and you just be the cool guy, You're torturing yourself. I'm telling you, because they not going to buck. They'll take that boyfriend energy for free all the time. He's a cool guy. Wow, he's all right. He won't say shit, so I ain't gonna say shit. I can say, like I said, we're trying to, I don't want to really go into that, but they be talking crazy. I got homegirls I know, and I'm nosy. I be listening. My ear be to the street. They be talking crazy. Girl, he don't know, but the nigga won't say. The guy won't say nothing. Shit is wicked, man. Speak up. Moral of the story: speak up. Fellas, what situation will you not put yourself in any longer, no matter how attractive the woman is to you? Have we put our foot down? Are we staying 10 toes down? You got guys I applaud, but I don't know how happy they are in their life consistently. Because I know guys who from the gate was like, I'm not this, not that, no kids. I'm not judging. Yo, if you can lay down low from the rip, and there's no cheat code to life. Life gonna still play out, right? But if you was like that from rip, you either find your right one, immediate. Some people cash out and do good. Or like very early in the game when they set this is what I'm not doing. So you got those stories. I don't know if it's a lot. I don't even have a percentage. I won't try it. Or because they lay down that law too much, it take them forever and a day to get somebody good because it's too much. If it don't click right away, being stern, you battle yourself. Do I stay this stern because times are passing? Time ticking. Do I lighten up a little bit? Now you questioning yourself. So that person is unstable. So that ain't no good neither because now you're just going to be getting thrills. You're just going to be getting a little, oh, that was good, but damn, that wasn't it because you kind of altered something maybe you shouldn't have. It's tricky. Again, no cheat code. And there's no cheat code to being a certain way to guarantee an outcome. I'm just saying. So, it's just bad all around, I think. I see a lot of bad more than good sometimes. Because now the guys who did do above and beyond shit and it didn't work out. And now they on this type of time where I'm not dealing. It definitely is going to be an obstacle because you're not being your organic self. I spoke with a colleague recently, like at least in these type of convos, we admitted we're lover boys, lover guys, meaning we don't really want to be hard and rules and be a dick. You hear me? But you see, we was too given. And it's not a victim story. Guys are still bipolar in their behavior. So I'm not taking away for the accountability of being a creep and cheating and doing shit I probably wasn't supposed to be doing. I wasn't supposed to be doing. I'm no fucking angel. So there's shit I did I shouldn't have did. Let's clear that. But lover boy is still lover boy, meaning in between those, which doesn't justify bad behavior, is that I didn't want to be that, nah, I ain't fucking with, you know what I'm saying? I don't play that and you got to do this and you got to be this way. Like, I ain't want to never be like that. You know what I'm saying? So life probably can't even itself out because I did fuck shit, but I still was like tender with the women. Like there's things I would still do regardless, genuinely, outside of just the fuck shit with creeping around or sleeping around. That's bad enough. That's bad enough. We being totally honest here, and I'm sure a lot of guys can relate. We sleep around, we creep around, right? But like, there's dudes that do that and they're assholes and God forbid abusive. And there's these other nasty things about them and they still got women and women still deal with that shit. But that's not to judge or justify anything I'm saying here. What I'm saying is then you got the guys that creep and cheat, but they're sweethearts, meaning like the woman could get anything. It doesn't trickle down. I don't really know a time, fellas, we don't justify, okay, because we creeping, now you don't date your real lady on date night like you're supposed to. I know this is like kind of bugged out for women to listen to in the whole cheating game. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying, listen to what I'm saying. It's not a justification. It's not a pass. I'm saying you got the house money. You not real niggas anyway. Is not blowing the house money, shortchanging home to cheat and creep. They budget it out better, or some have no business because their bread is never right enough to do that, and they still will, but it could go way crazy. I'm just going to stop there because I know women got more stories of us looking crazier than me trying to defend the fact that we don't do that. But in any event, the moral of the story is there's situations you shouldn't put yourself in when you get to a certain age. And it doesn't always have to be you had the experience and it darkened you. You don't have to always be you had to go through something to realize that. You can check that just with age and maturity and your success. And when you think logically and what can possibly bring you down or what can be a hindrance, what can be a burden, and you just go, nah, I'm just not with it. I was never scarred or nothing in that sense, but I'm just not dealing with that. And like I said, and that's like some of the guys who's been like that from jump, but now they go whole half of their life. They really never had the one because they was too hard body about that shit. But the same thing can happen to the ones who had ones that weren't right for them. And now they want to lay down law, and you already later in life. And so you're going to go later because it's never easy when you strict. That's a game we think we could play. Only women could play. And women could tell you that they're not always successful either, but they're going to get more results than we do. Because men, the one thing we do, and it's sad, for lusty and thinking with the wrong head or whatever other underlying reasons, women can lay down law and they're going to find a dude that pretends to be with that or a dude that is with that. They don't want the pretend. They don't want the temporary, but they still going to see more activity than we do when we lay down law. Unless we're fucking successful to the point where they like, he's obtained everything. He's really above average. He he get busy in the workforce. His money's right. His crib, his wheels. He got money saved. Like, if you check off these boxes, sorry to say, you can pop that shit and have women's status in this whole, I'm not dealing with this or that. But if you don't got your shit together and you say there's shit you're not dealing with, you may find yourself by yourself for a minute. So level up the more strict you get. Every time you pick something you're not going to deal with, you better fix something about you. What intimidating thing? And you look attractively intimidating. I know this for one. Fellas, find something within you. Look at me brag before I get out of here. Past 2 years, every week I'm meal prepping. Is it the healthiest shit? Is it am I the chef of the region? If it's edible and I love it to enjoy it multiple days, that's a fucking success. And anybody who's a colleague who works around me, they fucking see it. This nigga cook every week. This dude is in the gym every week. Again, and I posted it the other day, far from a bodybuilder, but even further from being healthy. And someone questioned me on that. And that's cool. And yes, I still got to be better. There's still days to get better, ways to get better, different ways to train your body, different ways to diet, different things to meal prep to make it better and better. I'm not bragging like I'm at the top. What I'm saying is I'm showing consistency because I've always had consistency running through these veins. I think I'm going to leave y'all right there. Till the next time. You know my 3 P's. Stay positive, stay progressive, and stay pushing. Peace.